I need healing. I really, really need healing. Spare the Dying doesn't use a spell slot. I've taken the kids to the arts and crafts event, and they wouldn't let me leave until they had done this. They said that now we match. I'm getting the canoes. The saddle stays on. For 2 years, my LE Spy PC has been embedded in the LG party. They finally discover I've been sabotaging them and attack me. In secret with DM, I cast Feign Death after being stabbed, knowing they'd never desecrate a corpse. They're so angry they forget their LG morals and behead my body. New swords for lords. Thou shalt feel manly. New blades for ladies, to make you more beautiful. Why would anyone need a pink sword? Can we swap? Old Orc lucky. Some old orc not get hard. Must take blue potion. If hard lasting more than 4 hours, contact shaman. They be impressed as hell. Warlock, reading spellbook. Ah! Wizard, what's wrong? Warlock, I'm trying to find this book's terms and conditions. Wizard, it doesn't have any? Warlock, what sorcery is this? Sorcerer, don't you bring me into this. Average D&D party. Warrior on a just and noble quest to defeat an existential threat to the world that they live in. Idiot, manipulator, other smaller idiot. The party finds a short sword made from a red dragon. It turns into a longsword overnight. Now it's a great sword and has scales on it. It starts growing flesh. Sigh. I hate that I was forged to be an assassin's dagger. I want to help people. I'd rather be used to prepare nice meals. I should have been born a kitchen knife. Oh boy, a tomato. I don't know why everyone keeps forcing politics into gaming. I just play games for fun. 2024. Physical Core Rulebook Bundle Publisher. Wizards of the Coast, $299.97. What? I've been replaying a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3, and it's crazy how good this game is. Imagine how great it could be if they had used an actually good rule set, like 4th edition. Respondents. I spent a lot of time in the lab on this one, crafting a take to make a certain kind of nerd mad enough that they'll have a heart attack. Hope everyone appreciates my efforts. A conquest paladin to fight the party. The same conquest paladin the DM brings back as a death knight to fight the party. Why you become a lich? Regular lich. My grand plans for global no. Galactic domination will take eons, so all mortals and gods alike will come to fear me and know their place beneath. Archivist Lich. I needed more time to finish my book. Having a DM who rolls out the horror slowly. What's up with this school? I can't get out, the doors and windows are locked. Why are there cherry blossom trees outside? I should take a look. Duck. DM. Okay, that's 56 damage to you, and I believe it's your initiative. Our paladin with 1 hit point, great cleave, and targets in every square around him. God has allowed me to live another day, and I'm about to make it everyone's problem. The DM, knowing it's actually a corpse full of giant spider eggs. The party, planning for an hour to tame the bear sleeping in the corner of the cavern. The bard, healing word. Barbarian with only 4 out of 165 hit points. Finds church D&D game. Looks inside, they're all murder hobos. DM the AI generated maps, NPC and monster art they want to use for our D&D game. The group. Check it out! The golden eye sword. You shouldn't go through the master's stuff. We'll get in trouble. Alright you two, back to work. The barbarian 4 relentless rages, 2 magic items, and 1 relentless endurance after being thrown in lava, ready to take their turn. When the quiet one at your D&D table starts role-playing out of nowhere. What is he doing? He's beginning to believe. You join a campaign based on Greek mythology. You start the first session in a wooden horse, getting ready to launch an attack on a rival kingdom. The session ends with the leader of the army throwing the prince's infant son off a tower. The rest of the campaign is about you trying to get home. When the Dragonborn is your favourite race but not only people hate it, the only notable Dragonborn player in D&D media was a problem player. lifecycles. Walking home from my D&D game, I spotted a loose stone on the sidewalk. I checked it for traps, found none, so I stepped on it because, duck it, that's what my character would do. No spikes or arrows shot out, no secret door opened. There wasn't even a secret key or note under it. Hopefully it will reset by next week's game. If you're going to make D&D woke and gay, don't expect me to please buy. What see? We remove saving throws from monster stat blocks so players don't have to roll as much. Me and the big pile of dice that I like rolling. I do not balance. I do not check XP levels, and I do not calculate damage output versus health. I put enemies based on vibes, and if the players can't defeat them, they flee or they die. New DM. Caster player is always OP in our encounters. Experienced DM. Means you haven't sent enough enemies yet. The bandits disguised as vampires. The inexperienced players who think they can take 6 vampires. Do you have a job for us, tiny child? Oh my god, you can't just assume all the small races are children. I mean, that's basically old people, right? Oh my god, you can't just assume all old people are racists. First character, a noble paladin seeking justice. Fifth character, snake with 100 mage hands. When I first ran D&D, my grandmother, who had bought fully into the IT's Satanism hype, insisted on sitting and watching the first session. About an hour in, she threw her hands up and yelled, "This is just math," and stormed off. Math and numbers is the devil. Whew, thanks for killing all those dire rats. As a reward, take my sword of summoning dire rats. Anya of the bus, what is your wisdom? There's no such thing as overpowered PCs. No one sees the boss HP but you, Lloyd. Hey DM, can I use Performance of Creation to create a black hole? No. BBEG. The captured party member. It seems the tables have turned again. His evil party. Not really. Kill the little bastard, see if I care. Campaign 4. Are you sure? Yes. When your alignment doesn't match the party's, but your oath fits. You worship the Lord Coralin. Bartlemage. Hey, if we're killing orcs, Lil worship a side of bacon. Give pre-tushes. I know how to use guns because my culture emphasises it. Give post-tushes. I'm not allowed to have cultural, so I have a mystical connection to guns from a god who isn't detailed and was never mentioned before now. He's been turned to stone. Can we free him? Should we free him? He might attack us. Hey look, there's a whole garden of statues. It suddenly occurred to me that this might not be the most safe place to set up camp. Bard, did it hurt, excuse me, when you fell from heaven? Murder hobo PCs after slaughtering an innocent tavern keeper. Murder hobo PCs when his severed head sprouts spider legs and darts off, across a wall and through the window. The wrong way to play a paladin in D&D? I thought you said the law was powerless. Powerless to help you, not punish you. Fantasy authors love to daringly ask, what if racism was correct? When you're heading to game night and the DM texts you that they kicked that problem player out of the campaign. PC having a backstory moment separated from the group. I would hear all this. Druid. I cast Speak with Animals. Hey little bud. The birds who just witnessed the party explode several people. 2 swords. Duck boy. Big sword. Divorced man in his 30s or a widower. Sword and shield. Father of the family. Sorry, I don't make the rules. 2 swords. Sword and shield. Big sword. Which way, warrior man? A werewolf seeing the party has no magic or silvered weapons. One of the party members starts waving a stick around. Party, we re-choose to participate in any more undead encounters with the necromancer. DM. Why any undead creature around the party's necromancer that has a 20 charisma? Natural 20. For a total of? I'm a paladin and you are. I'm a necromancy wizard. That's cool. We can be friends until the BBEG is dead. After that it gets difficult. You missed a lot of attacks in D&D tonight. I'll roll better next session. Your greatsword mastery means you should have dealt damage every missed attack roll. I'm going to use a peasant railgun to defeat the invading dragons. Convince 2,280 commoners that your plan will work without metagaming. DM sigh. Okay, you can have the mimic as pet if you roll a nat 20. Player rolls. DM, what did you get? Player and his pet mimic. The downfall of the dungeon crawl is tragic. Be evil Lich, adventurers are at my door again. Hatch a plan, turn a Vorpal sword into my phylactery. The adventurers kill me with the Vorpal phylactery and take it with them. Wow, cool sword. Few days later. Problem? PCs meet death himself. A nice, dignified person who says only one advice to each PC. When it's the turn for party's pet Goblin, Death only nods in respect and moves on. Hey, are you okay? No, this is the sword of up. Wherever it points is up. We can hold it in shifts. Agreed. Nice sword. Want a swap? Your gold sword in exchange for my silver sword. Deal. I guess I should have seen this coming. Muscle sword, give me your power. Haha, whoops. Travel in style with this. The sword of summoning mount. I'll take it. I summon you. Rumble. The sword-nosed dragon only has one natural enemy, the sheath-faced leviathan. I am the sword of adventure. Take me with you and we shall go on the most wonderful escapades imaginable. Quest, quest, quest. There goes one lucky sword. Mystery sword. Everyone is unique. What will be inside? Look, guys. I got a plutonium swow. Chirp. How can we ever repay you, early bird? Saya. May I have a word? What is it, she who ponders oblivion and beauty in equal measure, now and evermore? I've come to understand that my name is difficult for the crew to remember. Could you help with a suitable nickname? I already took the liberty of collecting suggestions. D&D advice. At a loss for a last-minute holiday gift for your players? Pick them up a book they've never read. I'm getting each of my players one titled Player's Handbook. Our warlock gets eldritch sight and decides to test it out. The DM hands him a note. Which is in most media for some reason. Please show me. Mercy, villagers. I only want to help you. How it would actually go when one side has actual magic and the other doesn't. Ah, look at the villager and his cute little torch. Here, let me light at, for you. A boy and a girl are standing in the lifeless street. Kids approach you and say, help, there is a monster in our house. DM, take the bait. DM, you found a magical +3 dress of protection. Fighter, I put it on. DM, but you're a guy. Fighter, I said I attuned to it. I can return your companion from the dead, even without the body, but such magic will cost you dearly. 200 gold pieces. True resurrection. He's evidently been dead for a really long time, and isn't aware of the inflation. Even a regular resurrection costs. Don't you dare ruin this for us. I don't know what it is, but D&D just feels like it's missing something these days. Thank you, my dear. Rebecca of the Pool, what is your wisdom? Have your Eldritch Knight wear full plate of fire immunity and a ring of acid immunity, cast heat metal on yourself, then let a kraken swallow you. Art Nouveau is when it looks made by elves, Art Deco is when it looks made by dwarves. And after looking into it, I think they are a genius and 100% correct. My DM's reaction, after I wish for the Jinni to make Counterspell the only castable spell in the world. For about 155p, you could buy, or the choice is yours. All of these items are in icy or snowy places. We'll gear up, but it's mostly those two we need to worry about. Old, cold-blooded. The room is empty except for 3 stands with sets of armour. Anything better than what I'm wearing. From where you're standing, it looks pretty basic. I'll move on then. Or I'll go get a closer look. The armour comes alive. Dramatic gasp. D&D culture is barging into the bathroom and cornering your significant other while they are in the shower, so they have nowhere to go while you ramble to them about your new character and their elaborate backstory and name etymology. You're getting paralysed for 1 minute by a 2025 carrion crawler. You can make a dex save at the end of your turn to end it. As you are paralysed, you automatically fail dex saves and strength saves. As you are paralysed, you automatically fail dex saves and strength saves. A trap that only did 1d6 piercing damage. That guy for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to play Dark Urge. I'm going to play a drow. I'm going to play a half-elf cleric of Selûne. No, I grow tired of filling Faerun with hotties and encouraging my party's fatherless behaviour. To remedy this, I have made your dad the ultimate one-to-one replica of the average New Jersey father to save the realm and put a stop to my party's sad business. Maybe we can add her back when she's home from overseas. How do we explain her character's absence? She's an heir genasi, right? Help, I'm being sucked into a vent. Oh no, we should save her in several weeks. Players, my character doesn't trust the party and has no reason to stick around. We only just met. DM, this is a game and so you stick together. Otherwise there is no game. Goblin adventurer whose catchphrase is no goblemo. When we played D&D, but kept our characters a surprise for the first session, an all-tiefling sorcerer party. Me, who super forgot to give them names. What were the names of the old gods? Their names had to be eradicated in order to truly kill them. D&D players, when their hobby about pretending to be fictional characters attracts theatre kids. D&D is long gone. In this realm, your story is yours to tell. Long gone, unfortunately. The enemy rolling a 1 on perception, the rogue rolling a 3 on stealth. Pirates shouting from the crow's nest, land ho! The Earth Genasi woman standing on the beach. Roleplay heavy campaign. Get that thing out of my face. Roleplay heavy campaign. My character has a little book they keep notes in. Me, the DM. Oh cool, so you're keeping notes too? Hey guys, I'm making a TTRPG. Cool, can I be a barbarian? This isn't D&D. Oh, okay, well can I have an Owie bear? Oh, my friend, but he is not getting what I'm laying down. I've already tried explaining that TTRPGs are a medium. Nat 1, Nat 20, you have never trusted someone more. Me during mid-game break, calling my wife to tell her how many times my 3rd level wizard had been dropped to 0 HP so far. 9 times. 9 times. Player, why isn't my PC dead? Would expect any intelligent monster to double tap it. DM, who the duck said that? Dwarf PC, powerful spell. Level 2, you have such a deep connection with your dwarven nature that once per day, as an instant action, you can simply negate an unwanted magical effect that would otherwise affect you. Mum, I found your old Barbie doll, can I keep it? Sure, sweetie, it's all yours. Dad, I found this in your room, give it back now. Level 1 adventurer, level 10 adventurer. First level character. The guy who says the first level character must save the world because supposedly he can't. Player, I grabbed the artifact. GM, so you touch it. Player. DM, it's what my character would do. It's what a medieval justice system would do. Dudes of Reddit, what is the hardest thing to explain to women? D and D class mechanics. Women are smarter than you are. That doesn't make D and D class mechanics any easier for me to explain. The party, but why would the big bad do this? It's too stupid of a move to make. Me, trying my best. Vampires don't own castles. Count Strahd von Zarovich owns a castle because he's a count, not because he's a vampire. This feels like sensitivity training for how not to commit microaggressions against vampires in your workplace. Hey DM, can I use meta magic careful spell to deal non-lethal damage? DM. DM, what's your wisdom score? Player 7. DM, you see a small house-like structure in the backyard. Player, probably a dog house, though I'm not sure since there's no dog around. Rogue. Bard. Follow your dreams. I'll follow your dreams. Skills, expertise, jack of all trades. Inspiration, spells. Best jack off all trades. The party after defeating an evil wizard in a super difficult fight. The party when the wizard's body melts into snow and they hear footsteps behind them. You're travelling toward the dungeon. I'm just going to roll a D100 for a random encounter along the way. Wow, yeah, number 87 is banned. Who wrote this? Good and attentive dungeon master. Hey DM, why do you always wear that mask? A deep-seated fear that if anyone stops having a good time, they will leave forever and hate me. Let's keep this on. The DM says yes, you can seduce the dragon. Your roll is high enough to succeed. The dragon casts imprisonment, wrapping you in chains. Immobilized, it sits on you. DM, you triggered a trap. Make a saving throw. Player rolls poorly. I failed, what happens? DM, roll 3d6. Player rolls 8. DM, roll again. Player rolls, winces up, 14. DM, ooh, roll one more time. Player picks up dice, freezes. Oh man, I'm rolling up a new character, aren't I? The party prepares its most deadly spells and tactics to slay a lich no one has seen in 1,000 years. Apparently staying to yourself and not bothering people bothers people. Me as a DM, seeing the lawful good party massacre an entire town and skin a toddler alive because the shopkeeper wouldn't give them random stuff for free. Crumb must be brave. Crumb just need to remember survival lessons. Goblin Survival 101. 1. Strength in numbers. 2. Don't travel in the open. 3. Always carry a weapon. Crumb is brave. Crumb is brave. Crumb is brave. Crumb is brave. How hard I would pronounce the F in Duck No if a player asked me to roleplay Shreks after they succeeded of a seduction roll. DM, you find a small rod that's glowing blue. You can make out some engraved text from an unknown language lost to time. Wizard, I cast comprehend languages. Ha ha, not such a lost language now. The rod, danger, radiation. What unbound pleasures did you summon me for, mortal? Quick, cast a fire resistance spell on me. There, now go, slay the dragon. Slay it. My oath never was to slay the dragon. Training, stab. Wah, no, you did good. Tabaxi are cat people. Yeah, that makes sense. Humans are ape people. Yeah, I can see that. Dwarves are people. What the duck? Brennan Lee Mulligan in the bedroom. Roleplay doesn't need this much world building. BBEG, I want to destroy the world. Players, where are you going to live? Who said I wanted to live? Text your DM and tell them I figured out which NPC is a changeling. Post their replies here. Oh, you think it's an NPC? That's so cute. Wizard, I didn't ask how old the Slavers plantation was. I said I cast Fireball. DM, I'll allow it. Paladin, this is an intervention. Sorcerer, lame. For who? Paladin, you. Rogue, last night you were so drunk you tried starting the front door with your car keys. Sorcerer, pfft, we've all done that. Wizard, you got the door up to 85 on the highway. Sorcerer, personal best. I chose charisma as my dump stat. What are you playing again? Slizzard, the lizard cleric. Yuck. As a forgetful DM, I hate using Google AI during a game because if I wanted misinformation about class features or spell descriptions, I would just ask the players. When you're suspicious, the prepared caster isn't actually choosing his spells for the day at the start, and always having the most situational spells ready at a moment's notice, but you can't prove it. How it feels to deal 30 damage in some systems. It had no effect. How it feels to deal 5 damage in others. Rubble has been cleared away, exposing old runes and markings, and stairs that descend into darkness. As you head down, I stop to see what the runes say. Oh, you can't read it. It's an old forgotten language. I'll go back for one of the archaeologists to translate. It says, warning, dangerous dungeon stuff inside. You told my cousin this sword would glow when it sensed danger. He was killed by a snake with no warning. Okay, the sword didn't glow. Of course it didn't. What danger does a snake pose to a sword? These terms are all quite agreeable, Captain. I'm glad we could come to an agreement that we can all benefit from. Captain, stop. The Fairy King is trying to trick you. Of course he is. But I negotiated some pretty sweet stuff too. The Inferno Blade, the Scorching Short Sword, the Dagger of Embers, sigh, the Lukewarm Shank. Rejoice, brothers, my rune engraving is complete. Whoa, that imp's work is pricey. Aha, the privilege of working on my sword is payment enough. Behold, what does it say? Dark Slayer of Immortal Souls. Doctor, please! My friend has been stabbed in the heart 12 times. Unfortunately, I only have this potion for curing 13. Stab wounds to the heart. Isn't there anything more you can do? Can't think of a single thing. Sorry. Security checks are complete. We are clear to launch. Excellent work, Boldar. Dismissed. Aye, Captain. Wheeze. Talking to the captain is so scary. Demon King! Where is the princess? Huh? She left like a year ago. Did it take you a whole year to get here? New ranger player. I only have 5 arrows left in my quiver. New wizard player. I'm almost out of bat guano and powdered silver. DM. We don't do that here. DM1 asking for backstory. Your paper must be a minimum of 5 pages. DM2 asking for backstory. Explain it to me in 7 seconds, or I'm out. Wizard. Why don't you just cast a permanent spell on an object for light in your workshop? Artificer. You're so pedestrian.